Yo YouTube, welcome back to another video ski. You feel me? We got another story time on our hands, you feel me? And this story time, my first ever sneaky link ever. We gonna hop right into the story, you know what I'm saying? We get straight to the pizzoing. My first sneaky link was my first ever body, right? So when I lost my virgin, it was kind of like she wasn't my girlfriend, but like, you know what I'm saying, we dated before we, you know, we dated a long time, and well, not even a long time, probably like a year, and we tried, but I kept getting blue balls. If y'all don't know what blue balls is, it's like where I think you get so excited about, you know, about to do it and just never do it. So she was giving me blue balls a lot. That was when I first started experiencing around like ninth grade. But the beginning of 2021 introduced me into a new world of, you know, being a boy, a man, you feel me? And I lost my virginity in January 2021. So once I lost my virginity, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't make me like bloodthirsty for it. It was just like, alright, I did it now. So you feel me? It was cool. Like, it wasn't really nothing. Like, I wasn't pressed about it. So it took me a couple months to do it again. Like, I was just like, alright, you feel me? And my mom didn't like this ex. She was my ex at the time. She didn't like this ex. So right, boom, I'm texting her and I'm like, yeah, we should be hunting buddies, right? And she was like, I'm down. I'm like, bet. So what I used to do is I used to tell my mom, yo, I'm gonna go see this girl named Diamond. Diamond happened to be a code name for her real name. And I used to tell my mom, I'm gonna go see this girl named Diamond. I used to go pick her up, and then we would either like go, I don't know, we would just go places, right? And then, you know, we would do what needs to be done, and then she would go home. The first time we did it, it was cool. We kept doing it, like, you know, it was probably like every week, you know, just like once a week. You know what I'm saying? When I'm off work and stuff like that. So we doing our thing. She started catching feelings for me. Like, she was like, oh yeah, I'm starting to feel how I felt back in, you know, back then when we used to date or whatever. I feel like we should get back into that. And I'm like, no, I thought we was just, you know, doing this. I thought we was doing this purely just because we just want to hump. So she started catching feelings, so I just fell back a little bit, and I think she realized I fell back. So she stopped giving me, you know, humpage. Around the beginning of 12th grade, I came back from Colorado after, you know, the famous 2-man. She came back around. I think I said this before in a different story time, that she came back around. I'm just going into detail, like, you know, about her. And around the beginning of 12th grade, she came back around, and this is when I had my own car. I could, you know, do whatever I wanted, right? So once she came back around, I used to go pick her up. I was still calling her Diamond. I used to go pick her up. We would just, you know, get to doing what we would do again. Like, one time we got caught by security, you know, trying to do it in the car and stuff. It was cool, like, we was cool until this other girl came around. And it was once I started getting like into a relationship, I wanted to, you know, cut that off. You know, that's not healthy for me trying to start something that I thought was gonna be serious. So I tried to get into a relationship with somebody else, and I was just slowly cutting it off. And this other girl was like telling the girl that I was trying to get in a relationship with that I just got out of like a sneaky link relationship. Like, but she was trying to snitch. Like, I'm gonna get into a whole story time about her. That might be the next video. But she tried to end my streak. Like, she was literally telling, bro, I'm gonna get into a different video. But yeah, she was like basically like trying to mess everything up between me and the girl that I was trying to build a relationship with. Cause the girl was like, oh, so what was you doing on this day? Mind you, I was with my sneaky link that day. And for it to be a sneaky link, I would say I was cuffed, but like, bro, this is mad annoying. I was cuffed, but like, it was long distance, and I already suspected that she was like, you know, doing stuff. So I wasn't really too worried about like, you know, pleasing her, because she's all the way out there. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna go out there. And it was just like, alright, you feel me? So, you know, we was doing our sneaky link thing for probably like 2-3 months, and then that girl tried to mess everything up. And then once that happened, I realized that the sneaky link thing is just not for me. Like, it comes with too many feelings. Like, people get too attached to things too quickly, and I understand that, you know, sex is a very big thing in relationships, because now that I'm in one, you know, I understand how important it is. But I feel like we already established, like, all right, boom, we strictly doing this, like, we doing this. And it was like, slowly I started to understand. Like, one time she'll tell me, oh, I told my mom we did this, and then it's like, oh, you should come over and you should do this with my mom. And I'm like, dude, like, this is not a relationship. Like, I don't want to, you feel me? I don't want to do relationship stuff. I just want to crush, you feel me? So once that girl messed it up, it was kind of over. I think she realized, no, she didn't realize, because after 12th grade, I ended up getting access to it one more time after I was in a drought. And I'm not gonna lie, it made me realize that pointless sex is pointless, bro. Like, it's just pointless. There's no reason to have pointless sex. It's terrible for you. It messes with your soul. Like, after I did it, it was like, this was pointless. This is useless. It doesn't even feel good anymore. So I ended things with her. Like, I just cut off all communication. It was, you know, it was just over with. I didn't want to, I don't know, I just didn't want to mess things up. Not between us, because we didn't have anything between us. We were just humping. But it was just like, you gotta know your worth. You feel me? And not even to sound crazy, you just gotta know your worth. We was just humping, and she started catching feelings like most of the time, and I realized, and I'm just like, no, like, we already know what we are. So, I mean, that was really it for the story time, for real. She was just catching feelings a lot for me, and I wasn't really reciprocating the energy, and I didn't understand what she didn't understand about it. But
I know I said I couldn't find love.
That's neither here nor there. That's a long time ago.
But I might have found it this time.
Shout out her.
I ain't gonna cap. I really fuck with you though. But just hear me out.
Catch y'all in the next one.
Damn.
More videos to come.
Oh my god.